Did you watch my last video? Over 2 months ago. I'm sorry. I got busy. Deadlines came. I had to get rolling. Even my last video was a month after I had finished that project, probably. So these are not as I was doing them before, or within a week of me completing these projects. Now I'm a month later, and but I'm back at it. I'll try to get these videos out because I do want a full, complete documentation of what's going on. I'm sitting in the van, in the recliner. It's nice. It's really comfortable. Rocker. I like to rock. So, last video was my upper cabinets, and you know that one of my proudest things, designs and ideas I had with that was a smooth bottom to the stainless steel pan that I used for my kitchen cabinet base, my upper kitchen cabinet base, and that traveled really, really well. Vibration, bouncing, it held up. And then summer hit here, and we got high 90s, high humidity, and the glue let go. That's what it took. The cabinet's still together though. Only 2 out of the 4 let go, and the cabinet is still holding fantastic. Knock on wood. And so I'm going to have to adjust that. I will do another video. But this video is about my kitchen cabinet base that I put in along with the plumbing. And as you'll see as I go through it, they're integrated quite heavily. So, little plumbing, do a cabinet. Little plumbing, do a cabinet. I was going to put the 2 together here for you and show you how that all ties up. And yeah, so the beard comes back now. Oh, I think when the snowstorm's over, I'll pull out the nail gun and the compressor, the brad nailer, and we'll fix that cabinet a little bit better. I'm not going to place that one just yet, so I think I'm done for right now on that project. This looks like a nightmare. Certainly a pretty big mess at minimum. But I'm working on my plumbing. So I think I've got it figured out. Pretty simple. I'm going to come from here with a soft line through a filter to my pump, out my pump, down up to my sink, and there's just a whole lot of fittings. A lot of elbows, T's. Oh my God. So here's wish me luck. I'm going to give it a shot. I'm going to hope that I crimp everything really good and that I don't get any leaks, but I'll probably have leaks, and I got to test it before I bundle everything up. So, all right. Yeah, I think I'm going to admit this is probably one of my more nerve-wracking projects, because plumbing's not my thing. Really never liked it that much. Hated copper. Was never good at soldering. So we're doing PEX, and PEX is a better fitting, you know, hopefully for me easier. I've got valves, I got everything hopefully I need. I returned a bunch of parts I didn't need. Come to find out I included a couple I do need, so I gotta go back and rebuy those. That's just the way it goes sometimes. But all right, so we're plugging ahead anyways. That's a good thing. And hopefully before long I'll be cutting my countertop and fixing that in there and be done. And moving on to my backsplash and flooring. I'm going to jump into this. I have pulled my tank back, slid it back enough so I can start mounting my water pump, and I got to clean that all out because there's a lot of dust in there. But there you go. Doing the water. I'm putting it off right now. Doing my plumbing. All right, I'm going for it. So this was fun to figure out. It's like a big jigsaw puzzle doing your plumbing. So I'll just document kind of what I've done. Basically came out of my tank, came around to a nice big loop into a strainer that sits right here and feeds into my pump. Again, just soft hose so that when this vibrates, I don't hear it. Coming out of the bottom, I don't know if you can see it or not, I come out, I loop back around into a T, go out to an elbow to my sink, come out the other side of the T here, take a right hand turn or whatever, left maybe, I don't know how you're looking at it, and that goes all the way to the other end of my couch, where there will be an outside spigot hooked up but on the inside, right? And so I can just hook a hose up out there and rinse off, rinse my bike, wash things, whatever, from this same water tank. You'll notice I didn't put valves in anywhere yet. My thought process is, sure, I could put a valve in leading to that end. That might be a good idea. So if I'm running water, I'm not pushing water there. But if I get a leak anywhere, I just shut it off and fix it. The more valves you put in, that's more joints you have, the more potential leaks. So I'm kind of leaning in the other direction. That's a pretty simple, small system. Keep it simple. Let the pump be your valve. Just shut it off. I don't see that just yet that I need to isolate that, the other end, but it's possible. Now this line runs through underneath the cabinets. It's going to get insulated. It's going to tee off and go up into my sink for cold water feed, into the heat exchanger, and into the cold hot water, and then another line is going to continue past, going to feed the tank in my recirculating shower. And that's going to get a solenoid valve on it so that I can remotely open and close that from underneath, without having to touch it electronically. Open and close that valve so I can fill my, I think it's a 6-gallon tank for my recirculating shower. My gray water's 10 gallons, or maybe I swap it, do 10 gallons cold, for my shower and 6 for my gray. I don't know, haven't decided yet, haven't got there yet. All right, so pretty simple. And then of course a couple wires in here to wire up your pump, and I have a switch for that I am debating where I'm going to put it, but it's probably going to be on the inside of this cabinet so I can just reach in, turn it on and off when I want to. But it really is an on-demand pump anyways. You open water faucet up and it comes on. That's really just shut that off when you're really just not sure you're not going to use it, or if you're going away, kind of thing. For me, I don't have a problem with that being on. Nothing's pressurized. So, all right, that's where I'm at. I'm getting there, having fun, and I get to go down to the next section and do the sink and come up in, which is pretty cool. That's almost there. Gotta go order my solenoid. Can't hook that up until that's in. Bummer. I should go do that right now. Big day. That's my sink. Shall we see what's in it? I have had this for months. I should have opened it because there could be something wrong with it. Oh well. My other method was better, I guess. Try to do this one-handed, people. It's not easy. Never mind, I'm doing it left-handed. Like an unboxing thing, huh? Which I've never done before. All right. Well, here's the nice thing. I don't have to cut a hole. So, I don't need that. So, let the wind blow that away for right now, I guess, or stuff it in there. All right. So this comes with a cutting board. Don't need that right now. I have no idea. Stop. Don't return to the store. Important notice inside. That's handy. We got clamps to hold it down. Came with a strainer I could use. bottom of the sink stay in a plug, so it looks nice and neat and smooth. I love that. That was one of the good features I liked about this. I have no idea what's in this box. Well, let's find out. Oh, that's that roll-out drying rack. All right. I wonder if I built this van because I like opening packages. Holy cow. This was a challenge. Well, there she is. We got 2 openings, one for soap, one for the sink. Nice heavy stainless steel. I have not fitted it, but oh my God, this thing is solid. I mean, it's not your flimsy little, holy crap, that thing's like thick. Oh, it's heavy. All right, so I'm excited. All right, it's unboxed, it's all good. Didn't get damaged, it looks great. The part I care about. Now we're gonna try to fit it all together. I gotta get that cabinet back in. I did take it out. This is my middle cabinet. And again, I refurbished these. So this back wall was pulling out, so I nailed that back in, beefed this up a little bit. This top is curving still a little bit. So I'm gonna try to fix that as part of the mounting, as I can't pull it in anywhere. Hopefully that'll kind of take some of it came out with this, but hopefully I'll get that out as well. So, but I think it'll go in fine. I do need to drill for my water lines, a couple of holes on the inside, about 1.5 inches in. I'm gonna go figure that out right now. Figure out exactly where those need to go so that I can set those up down all over my water lines and pipes that I have coming into this cabinet. So you'll see, I've already cut this hole, which is all for my radiant, from my S-bar heater for my hot water. So that's where my heater is going to go. One heat exchanger here, one heat exchanger somewhere over here. So yeah, and so nothing I can do about those holes in the back. That was previous installation. I'm not going to even cover them up. I'm not going to worry about it. I kind of liked this little cabinet. I thought it was worth salvaging. All right, next step. Oh my God. I know, I didn't tape a lot of what I've just done. I'm going to show you after the fact because it was a slow, tedious, and a few trips back to the plumbing store. I'll admit it. I'm pulling a Trent, right? You guys watch Trent and Alley, YouTube? They're building a house. 50 trips to the plumbing store. Well, I did almost the same thing for just my van. Just wasn't smart enough to buy everything they had. I should have just cleaned them all out and returned everything afterwards. But here's where I'm at. Base cabinets are all in. Countertop is setting in place. I got to take it out, cut it to length, and scribe the back line. I got to cut that scribe. I've placed my sink in. I got to tell you, I love this sink. You guys looking for a sink? That's it right there. 22 by 25, heavy gauge stainless steel. I love it. It looks great. Comes with all kinds of accessories. This thing is just beautiful. Just a beautiful sink. Nice and deep, square bottom. And here was the big thing, which you can't probably see, but the drain is over here on one side. So that lets me put my drain here on one side, giving me room to put, stuff wherever I want. So we're gonna see where it goes. It's pretty high drain anyways, but I think this is where my trash barrels will go. Oh, hey, while you're in there. Yeah, let's see, where did I put it? The plumbing is in. I know, a big mayhem there. So what you can't see is this back here, right here, way back here, the way back line, this big one back there, is my 3/4 inch line. It had a natural bend in it. I managed to make it stretch and fit all the way up into here. Feeds that heat exchanger right here. Comes out, this is all glycol, all the black stuff. Feeds another air exchanger. It has a valve, so I can shut that off. I'm sorry, air, it's a water exchanger. That water exchanger is for my recirculating shower, which is not plumbed up. You see the red stubs sitting there, the conversion from 3/4 inch to 1/2 inch. So that feeds out, circulates back, picks up the return line from the floor heating system and the air heating exchanger, feeds into the reservoir tank, and then dumps back out into a 1 inch line going to the heater itself mounted underneath. And then of course the water lines are pretty simple. Pump was, you probably saw that earlier, is under my bench, comes down underneath all of this, stubs up, cold line, feeds into the water heat exchanger, comes out hot, feeds the sink, goes back down and feeds the shower at the back end of the truck, which I'm waiting for that hardware to come in. And then the cold continues on up and goes to a valve to feed the sink. And I'm just going to have those sink lines looping down here with a little flexibility to them. And then somewhere, yeah, I've got to stub into here. I'm probably going to go back down through the floor and run my hot water lines in and out of that heat exchanger. I think that was a great way to put it, was just put them both right in here. I lose a lot of cupboard space for all of this, but it really was the best place to put it. Without having to go through the sidewalls of these cabinets, I can just go right back down through the floor. And I think there'll just be 2 holes right here. That'll make that work. I'm hoping it fits. We will see. So I'm ready now to throw some glycol in this. I got 2 gallons of it. I don't know if that's enough. That's a lot of hoses to fill and a lot of lines, but we're going to find out. And then we actually can turn the thing on and test it. So that's next. And yeah, I'd love to get the heat on in here. That'll be cool. So I'm going to take a little break and then go do that next step. All right, I'll catch you up on everything else later. Oh my God, lots of stuff in play here. That is why this is a complete mess in here today. There you go, folks. It's been a crazy couple of weeks. I've been going like a madman at this and working full-time in real estate. So it's all been fun. All right, back to it, folks. Check in with you soon. I have no idea where this is going to fit in the big scheme of all the editing I still have to do. But that's going to come later, obviously. Got to get this stuff done. Peace out.